Using a 15mm deep socket, I'm going to go ahead and loosen this nut. Once we get the nut off, we'll go ahead and set that aside. Using a 13mm socket and swivel, we're going to go ahead and remove the 4 bolts holding the gas tank bracket. Using a 15mm wrench to remove the nut on the strap. Normally have a regular bolt here. For some reason we have double nutted with a stud before we pull this out completely. Now is the point we want to go ahead and get a gas tank stand underneath this, or a gas tank jack. With our gas tank jack underneath the tank supporting it, we'll go ahead and remove this the rest of the way. At this point here, we can go ahead and slowly lower the tank. Our bracket on the inside of the frame over here, we want to loosen up. I'm just going to work our straps out of the way. We're going to go ahead and lower our tank a little bit. To tank a little bit loose, we're going to go ahead and try and separate our fuel filler neck from the tank itself. Using a flathead screwdriver, we're going to go ahead and loosen the hose clamp holding the fuel filler tube to the filler neck. Go ahead and pop that clamp free. And go ahead and loosen this hose clamp here. Okay, we get it that time around. I'm going to position the fuel tank strap up and off to the side. Work our gas tank bracket up out of the way. So what we're going to do is grind off the rivets holding the strap to the bracket itself. We'll have to replace those with a nut and bolt application. Once you get the strap off there, I want to go ahead and locate a nut and bolt so you can go ahead and reattach the new strap to these holes right here. Let's go ahead and install our new strap and then put our bolt through the back side. Pop our strap on. Just going to get one of these nuts started and get that down into place. Install our second bolt. So we're going to try and get a few preliminary bends into our strap before we get our tank up and installed. So at least this will get us up and around the tank. And then we can do our final bend at the end to get this down into our mounting bracket. We'll have our fuel tank strap here with our bracket. And then work this up and around. And we're going to play with the height of the tank a little bit. Just to get our mounting bracket up. So we're able to manipulate our bracket into place here. We're going to start grabbing our bolts here and feeding them through the frame. And we'll start getting our bolts lined up and installed onto our bracket. Once we get all four of these bolts in, we're going to keep them loose for now, just so we have some adjustability of this bracket and the strap. So at this point, we're going to try and jack up the tank, work our filler neck on, and I'll take a little bit of up and down with that jack there to get this to line up where we need it. So now that we have our filler neck attached, we're going to go ahead and tighten up the hose clamp. Our original hose clamp was a little rusty. We decided to replace it with a new one. Once that's snug, gotta reach up top and we have our vent hose. I'm going to reach up on the front unit here, grab that strap. With the other hand, feed the strap up and over the tank. Let's go ahead and grab the strap stud. We're going to push up on the strap itself and we're going to try and work this stud down and catch the mounting nut. Now that we have our nut on, let's go ahead and take up a few threads on this here. So we have our other strap. Let's go ahead and get some preliminary bends set for this here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we just want to get it so we can get it into its general position. I'm pretty close with that one there. We were pretty close, so let's go ahead and set this up and into the vehicle. Let's go ahead and get our strap up and around here. And once we get this side in, we'll go ahead and install the other nut and bolt on the other side. And then we'll secure the straps down into place. Then we can remove the fuel tank jack. Let's go ahead and tighten up our strap bracket here. Go ahead and tighten up your bolt here. All right, we're going to go ahead and install our bolt on this side here. We'll go ahead and tighten it down. Go ahead and lower our gas tank jack. Let's go ahead and install our filler neck vent tube here. Once we have that in place, we'll go ahead and install our hose clamp here. Yeah, I'll snug that down.